Yeah, we about to get started. I'll turn on my camera for y'all. Honestly, the chicken sandwiches were fire. I don't know. Sometimes they're hit and miss. I guess, man. I don't know about that, man. All right, we'll get it rocking, fellas. I shared it there. Oh, I don't even know what you said, Ethan. Okay. All right, what's good, everybody? What's good, everybody? This is the Life of a Champ podcast, episode 8. We're talking about self-awareness and becoming the hero of your own journey. So that's how we're rocking. For sure. Like I said, I appreciate everybody that's in the comments right now showing the support. Definitely much appreciated for sure. All right. So we'll go ahead and get started. So when it comes to self-awareness, the first thing that you're going to need to do to be really self-aware is recognize the obvious and then go ahead and take corrective action. So that's recognizing your weaknesses, because all of us have weaknesses, but some of us approach it different ways. So if I have a weakness personally, I'm going to recognize it. I'm going to make a plan of action to go ahead and make it less of a weakness and actually try to even make it a strength. That's definitely something that I key in on. There's a lot of people that just, I have a weakness. Oh, okay. Well, I will always have that weakness. That is not how life goes for me. But that's how it goes for you, man. You need to change that damn mindset, because the mindset is flawed. And the systems you have in place also flawed. So you definitely got to change that and make that corrective action, because you don't want to have any limitations when it comes to that. If it's something you can improve on, really you can actually improve on, and you're not improving it, what are you doing? You're wasting your time. You're wasting your potential. And that's ultimately the worst thing that can happen, is just wasting your damn potential, for sure. So yeah. So also being self-aware, you got to recognize the things that you are so strong in. And from there, making sure that those are always on point. Those are always within your daily systems. They're always something you're consistent with. There's always something you can fall back on, because it definitely lies down the foundation of who you are and pretty much your own identity for yourself. So that's definitely something you want to key on as well. And also with the weaknesses, we'll talk a little bit about this. So let's talk about the losses. How to approach the losses when it comes to being very self-aware. You got to recognize that some people are devastated by losses, and like I said, of course, all of us have a negative emotion towards a loss. But it's the day after the loss. How are you going to? You cannot have the same mindset as you did the first time you lost as the next day. Like you cannot have the same mindset. It needs to be something where you transcend it into a lesson. Because if it's not a lesson, then you're missing something, because obviously you were insufficient in one way. You took a loss. What do you do? What do you do now? If there's nothing to it, you're lacking something for sure. You're lacking something. And like I said, if you're in here right now, appreciate if you're being here. Go ahead and leave a comment. Man, this drink is good, man. That's good, man. All right. Another thing is, like I said, just embracing the good, bad, and the ugly. You're gonna have your days where you're on top of the world. You're gonna have your days where you're not on top of the world. But you want to be able to. I've mentioned this on plenty of podcasts, but you want to be able to stay even, stay humble. Don't. Of course, you want the high. You want the days that are gonna be high, right? But you also need to be content with, if a day doesn't go exactly the way it's supposed to go, that's okay, because you always have tomorrow. Sometimes you don't have always tomorrow, but for the most part, you have tomorrow. I heard different people define self-awareness differently based on their mindset. How would you define self-awareness? In short, I would say self-awareness to me is knowing oneself, like very, very thoroughly. You know what you want. You know what you desire. You know what you think. Because there's a lot of people that are literally living, but they're like literally unconscious, which is ridiculous. They kind of just follow what everyone tells them, and they don't really have any input. They don't do anything on their own. It's always dictated by other people. So I would say self-awareness is pretty much detaching from what people tell you, in a way where you are in control of a lot of the inputs that you have. You recognize what they do to you, and you're not just a victim of circumstance. That's ultimately how I would define self-awareness. Um, self-awareness is something interesting. If you guys have a different definition of self-awareness, go ahead and put it in the comments. But I think ultimately that's what it comes back down to is, like I said, you got to know yourself, and not to know yourself, you got to just put the damn time in, because like I said, if you're young right now watching this video, you don't know yourself. You are a lot of people that are very young are, like I said, they're damn near unconscious, and they're just going based off of what society says. And like I said, I see like my younger cousins, like they're literally unconscious for sure. And like I said, you gotta put in the time. You gotta ask the right questions to yourself, because like I said, I have another podcast about that if you want to watch it. It's like my first one that I ever did by myself. You gotta ask the right questions to get to know yourself, and like I said, your self-awareness will go up, and from there, you're just more conscious of your circumstance and your place in society and your place in the world. Yeah, that's kind of how I would define it though. Appreciate y'all for being in here for sure. All right, so to go ahead and get to another topic, so there's gonna be, like I said, I was talking about it a little bit earlier, but you just gotta embrace the pain, because life is suffering, right? But life doesn't always have to be suffering, but the suffering should be a lesson, because here's the thing: if you're not learning from the suffering, then you cannot be content with just suffering. It's that's a terrible way to live life. But there's people that constantly do it over and over and over again. They constantly are okay with the suffering, and they know that they're doing degenerative activities, but yet they're not doing anything about it. Ultimately, you want to change that, because what are you doing? What are you doing realistically? So yeah, if you're in here right now, make sure you leave a comment for sure. Yeah, the pain though, man. The pain. There's pain in life, man. Like I said, life is 100% suffering. Life is also what you make it. So if you want to have a less suffering life, then I would recommend definitely changing what you know you need to change, for damn sure. Unconscious people exist, but they don't have necessarily live. They don't necessarily live. Exactly, they don't necessarily live. You're exactly right, Anthony, for sure. Like I said, they're just being lived. They're literally being lived. They're a body being lived instead of actually living. Which, there's too many people like that in society, and I can go on and around about that for a little bit, but man, you gotta find your own individuality. You gotta become self-aware, like I said. Yeah. And yeah, so ultimately that's pretty much what I have to say on that. If you guys have any comments about anything else, go ahead and let me know for sure. Another thing I want to talk about, this is something that I consumed today. This is the type of content that I consumed today. Basically, it's this idea of taking everything off a pedestal. So if you have anything that's pedestalized right now, so like for example, right? The example this guy used was, he said he was 14 when he stopped like looking at like fancy cars. Like if a fancy, like let's say a Lamborghini drove by, he stopped looking at it because he was like, that's just normal. That's normal in my life. That's gonna be mine. So I don't need to give it extra attention and put it on a pedestal. We'll be like, oh my god, like look at that. Oh my god, I wish I could get that, right? He's saying, I'm not gonna look because like that's just normal, and once you start taking things off a pedestal like that, you can kind of really assess. Well, and it also is your mindset behind it. Like for me, for example, right? I'm taking like having a lot of people watching me. I'm taking that off a pedestal. Like okay, like there's a lot of people that make less valuable content that have plenty of people watching them. So once I start getting a lot of viewers in here, it's gonna be like okay, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, finally I did this. Like it's gonna be, of course, there's gonna be some relief, but in reality, like I said, I'm not pedestalizing it because I know that's in my future. It's gonna be me. So there's that, and it's not even exactly a cocky mindset. It's just more, I know how life's gonna go for me because I'm willing to put in the work. I'm willing to make the sacrifices necessary. So that's gonna be my life, right? So another thing is this, like another example they used is just with women, right? So don't, if a beautiful woman walks by, right, don't constantly keep looking at her, okay? You either look at her because you want to approach her, or you don't look at her at all because, like I said, if you're constantly keep looking at her and you're not gonna approach her, by having that pedestal, you're automatically saying that your value, you don't deserve that. You're undeserving of that because you wish you could have that, but you don't have it, and that right there is that's toxic. Because like I said, I don't put any self limitations on myself when it comes to anything in life. So I'm definitely not gonna signal that the value is too high for me to achieve. So all these things that are very, very idolized within society, they're just whatever to me because, quite frankly, eventually I'm gonna have those things, or I'm going to have those things. So it's like, okay, that's just life. Definitely want to get out of that mindset of just the wishful, super rich, wishful mindset, because that's toxic. Like I said, you can achieve these things. You can achieve these things. So don't act like you can't achieve these things. And if you're in here right now, I appreciate you. Go ahead and leave a comment. I kind of changed that up a little bit, yeah, for sure. But yeah, like I want to know your guys' input about taking things off a pedestal, because that right there is, man, that's something that damn changed my whole day, man. That changed my whole life, damn near, watching that piece of content, because damn, I was already kind of living life a little bit like that, but it kind of like it was a reinforcement that I absolutely needed to go ahead and take a step back and be like, wow, how am I analyzing some of these things? I know for the most part I have a lot of pedestals off a lot of things, but what do I specifically have a pedestal on, and what am I gonna do to take it off? Because quite frankly, like, if you know that that's you, man, if you know that that's you, then you should be good. So yeah, man, these damn dogs, man. Hey, we just got some dogs in here, man. That's crazy, man. Barking out, man. But yeah, go ahead and let me know what y'all think. We got about 3 viewers in here, so go ahead and let me know. All right. The next topic we're going to get into after that is going to be becoming the hero of your own mind. So this kind of ties into taking things off a pedestal, right? And just knowing you're living that life, is because when you are the hero of your own mind, you control your own destiny. And you gotta think of it just as the way that I said it. So basically, let's just say you're in a movie, right? You're the main character of your movie, right? You need to act in accordance to how do you want the movie to go? Do you want the movie to go good? Okay. Well, do things that you know will make the movie go good, right? And you also gotta not do the things you know that the movie will lead to. If you don't want a bad movie, don't do those things for sure. Let me read some of these comments real quick. It's necessary to take things off a pedestal in order to grow. 100% facts. Ethan, you're right. 5 years in here. Say what's good, my man. Like I said, if you're in here right now, go ahead and leave a comment. For sure. But like, hey, man, like I said, how do you want the movie to go, man? How do you want the movie to go? Okay, act in accordance to how you want the movie to go. Simple as that. Woo! Excuse my spelling of the word pedestal. I honestly I didn't pay attention. I kind of know what you meant. I wasn't about to check your damn spelling, honestly. Oh my bad. Okay, my bad. Alright, back. Alright, for sure. If you're in here right now, we got about 4 viewers in here. Say what's good. Oh, my damn nose is about to blow up, bro. Alright. And one funny thing that I started seeing recently, this is completely unrelated, is these same mics that I have. I see, like, I was watching a short clip of the Nelk Brothers video, or Nelk Brothers podcast. I think that's what they're called. They literally have the same mic. I think that's funny because they can afford the best mic, the best Shure brand mic, but I don't know why they would have this one. This one's not bad. It's good for the price, but you know, if I had money like them, man, I would have the upgraded version of this for goddamn sure. So, shit, I'm honestly thinking about getting the damn upgraded version my damn self, and then just having these 2 mics. I don't know when I'm gonna splurge on that yet, but I definitely want to have 3 mics soon. But I want my mic to be the best mic. And like I said, I'm always striving to build this to better. But like, yeah. Yeah, because I know obviously we got to. Obviously we got to. But we need three though, because I got a few people that want to come on here at the same time. I got Jalen wants to come on with Adrian. I know Anthony probably want to come on with like maybe him. Jordy was good. My movie would be the greatest. All right, Jordy. I'm not gonna say much to that. All right. If you think it's gonna be the greatest, hey, like I said, do what you gotta do for it to be the greatest. And yeah. Anthony, come on now. Where's Anthony at? All right, there he is. There he is. Back to your statement about unconscious people. They are playing / watching their own movie instead of directing it. 100% factual. That's so facts, bro. They are. Damn, they're literally in a movie theater. They're literally in their own movie theater. They're literally in the sunken place watching their life. That's literally how it is. And that's crazy that you say that. That's pretty much what it is, right? It's like I'm playing GTA. Like in my life, I'm playing GTA, so I am him in the game. Yeah, that's the way I would describe it, right? I'm living life. They are literally watching. That's crazy. Oh hell yeah, me and him would be killing it. Yeah, for sure. You and him. Oh my god, what a podcast that would be. That would be a fantastic podcast. I'm looking forward to that for damn sure. And Jordy, by the way, if you're in here still, my movie's gonna be better than yours, for goddamn sure. Anthony, mine and Anthony's movie, it's gonna be the best out of everybody's. Come on now. Don't sleep now. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. We had some pretty decent comments. Anthony, of course, carrying the chat, as he usually does. But, I appreciate y'all. Yeah, so I'll tap back into some of the things, because I know a few viewers in here didn't really get to hear me say a few things. It really is, Jordy. Don't sleep, like I said. All right, so I'll just reiterate real quick. So self-awareness, you need to be aware of your weaknesses, and you need to go ahead and correct your weaknesses, right? You want to make those your strong suits, because if you don't, then they're always going to be something that you know that you're insufficient in, and it's going to be an insecurity. And in life, you should be trying to get rid of all the insecurities that you have, because if you have insecurities and you're not taking action to get rid of the insecurity, what are you doing? Like, you're literally a victim for no reason. If there's a solution to your problem, then what are you doing? Sell out all the motherfucking theaters. You're damn right, Anthony. Damn right. You damn right. All right. Next one is losses make the journey better. Like I said, when there's losses, there's lessons. That's another thing I talked about earlier. When there's losses, there's lessons. So the more lessons you can learn from, the more losses. Obviously, you don't want to have a tremendous amount of losses, right? But the losses you do have, you got to take them as lessons for sure. Because you can only be down bad about them for a small amount of time before, like I said, you are literally wasting your life. So you gotta, okay, I lost. Okay, so what could I have done better? What am I going to do better next time? That's your mindset. I'll just give you a loss that I had recently, right? I was filming my first YouTube video, and the footage got deleted. Whatever the situation was, at the end of the day, the damn footage got deleted. I filmed half of it. I ran out of storage. I wanted to upload some of the video onto my iMac. Somehow it got deleted. Okay, well, that's a loss, but at least I could take it as a mindset of like, okay, so I filmed the video. I tried to film it twice, right? And I just didn't have time the second time, but so I had to delete all because I can't film in 2 different days for the same video. It's gonna look goofy, right? So I learned how to speak better. I learned pretty much what to look out for when it comes to breaking up the specific parts of the script and things of that sort. So I was more familiar with the material that I was talking about than I was if I just did it for the first time. So it's like I was doing it. It's like for the first video, but it's not technically my first video. If that makes any sense. So I took the losses and I said, you know what? Okay. Well, obviously it's unfortunate because, I just wasted so much damn time, whatever the case may be. But of course, what am I going to do better? How am I going to make this the best out of this shitty situation? And I went ahead and did that. Some people will star in their own movies, but the movie turns out to be the Titanic. Hey. It's tragic. It's tragic for sure. All right, so let me talk about another thing that on the list that I had today. One thing I didn't mention earlier, I'll just go ahead and talk about it right now, is the importance of empowering others, right? This is something that I've been reading in my book, Becoming a Person of Influence by John C. Maxwell. So, wanting to empower people. So basically, there's a few different things you can do with people, right? So you can inspire them, right? Inspiring and empowering are very similar, but they're not exactly the same, right? So they kind of lead to the result. When you empower somebody, you give them an extra boost of confidence, right? You say one of the examples they use in the book is, let's just say you empower your employee to do something that's outside of their job description that he earned, right? We'll use that as an example, right? So you give them the permission to go ahead and do better, right? And it's not necessarily your permission. You're not exactly the leader like that, but it can kind of apply, right? So there's that, right? And another thing is obviously, being able to go ahead and inspire people. Obviously inspiring. I have it right there. Shout out to Jordy. That's going to be the biggest impact. That's going to be the biggest thing you can do for a person is go ahead and inspire them, right? Because feeling inspiration is it can literally change your life. One moment can literally change your entire life. And that's honestly what happened to me. I got inspired by a few people, and I'm not the same. I am not the same after that source of inspiration. But it is also sad that people don't have any inspiration. They have no idols. And not, like I said, I'm not necessarily pedestalizing these people, but I'm admiring them based off of their achievements and based off the impact that they did. It's something that, like I said, impacted me in a way that ultimately pushes me towards my better self. So that's definitely something I would say is powerful for sure. All right, go if you guys have any comments about what I'm talking about, go ahead and leave me a comment. We got 5 people in here. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. We gotta get the boy Noah in here for sure though. Yup. All right. So another thing we're gonna talk about. I know a few people in here already heard me talk about this, but we're gonna talk about taking things off a pedestal. So when it comes to living life, a lot of people have a lot of things on a high pedestal, right? And it kind of all goes back to self-talk in the grand scheme of things, but taking things off a pedestal, having things on a pedestal is really, really unhealthy, in my opinion, actually. Because it makes it seem like it's unattainable, and it makes it seem like you're not good enough for that, which is not true. You are more than good enough to go ahead and get that if you would like, right? At least that pretty much has to be your mindset, right? But you never want to devalue your own self-worth based off of something that's external, because all your self-worth should come from within, not from, like I said, not from anything else that's outside. Simple. But getting rid of the pedestals, whether the pedestal is fancy cars, whether it's with women, whether it's with men, whatever it is, just get them off the pedestal. You inspired one time when we were kids. It's how I started developing my current mindset. But that's a story for the next time I'm on the live. Yeah, for sure, Anthony. You're gonna have to hit me up with that for sure. Like I say, Anthony inspired me so many ways. The impenetrable self-talk. That boy has the craziest self-talk out of any person I ever met in my whole life. That's something that's, man, like I said, if y'all had Anthony's self-talk, I swear to God, y'all be better people for goddamn sure. Because, man, y'all need to understand, man. That self-talk is literally changes everything for you. It literally can change your entire life just by the way you talk to yourself. And people downplay self-talk so much. Like, if you hear yourself talk to you and you say, "Oh, I can't do it. Oh, I'm sad. Oh, I'm down terrible right now. Oh my God." If you're feeling sorry for yourself, you lost. You lost. I'm telling you, you lost. But if you could just change some of the words, just slight vocabulary changes. The I cans, I would, or I am going to do that, I can do that. Just little things like that, and getting rid of the shit that's really, I would never be able to do that. Like that right there, If you completely cancel that out of your vocabulary, you literally will be a different person. But you just got to be conscious that you're doing it in the first place, right? So people aren't even conscious of self-talk in general. So you got to be conscious, then you got to take corrective action. That's pretty much my motto for pretty much a lot of different things. But yeah, go ahead and make the sacrifice. You gotta kill off that negative side of yourself. You gotta kill that off, man, because that shit is not it, bro. You gotta kill it off for damn sure. And yeah, I got a few people in here, man. A few people ain't commenting too. That's crazy as hell, man. I don't know. We're trying to make the quality higher. Come on, you're supposed to be helping me out, man. All right. Yeah, if you have any questions about anything else, feel free to let me know. You have to be able to enjoy your own presence before you can enjoy the finer things in life. Exactly. And with that, I feel like that also goes hand in hand with self-awareness. Is just being grateful, of the things that you have. That's something the ultimate thing that you should pedestalize is gratitude, and people's gratitude that's one of them for sure. And the more you can be more grateful for the things that you have around, of course you're going to manifest more things that are great. Simple as that. But yeah, a lot of people are not content with themselves, so they go ahead and try to distract themselves with a bunch of different things, whether it's drugs, whether it's parties, whether it's whatever. They just go ahead and distract themselves because that's easier. It's the easiest way out. You know what? I don't want to deal with my own demons. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna run away. That's how a lot of people live their life. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to this party this weekend. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go out to the club this weekend. They can't sit with themselves. They're not happy. They're not content with where they're at. So therefore, they try to find the validation. They run away from their life, and they just try to go catch the next high. That's not going to help them out. And then after that's over, they're back to their shit life. Like, come on now, you gotta learn how to break your own cycle, because if you can't break your own cycle, you are gonna be fucked. All right. It's not if I can, it's when do I. Facts. When I do, my bad. You're right, Anthony. Exactly right. Like I said, it's just a shift of a mindset. It's a shift of a mindset. Anthony literally taught me that lesson at such a young age. Thankfully, I had that. That should change your whole life, man. Appreciate Ethan for stopping by and saying it was good, my man. I appreciate y'all for that. All right, so yeah, let's get it rocking. And if you're watching right now, I appreciate you, my dog. If you're watching this right now and you're not logged into YouTube, make sure you log in and go ahead and subscribe to your boy. Come on now. That's the least you can do. Man. Come on now. All right. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and wait for a few more people to come in, then we'll go ahead and move on. All right, Jordy. Self-talk was the beginning of bettering myself, and I got so strong and confident so quickly. Everyone should know how important it is. Exactly. It's going to be. I'm gonna do a little bit more research on it, but obviously I know I'm pretty credible because I'm a walking representation of what positive self-talk can do for you, and I would say if there's 2 people in my life that I've experienced, I have no idea who the hell that person is. But I appreciate you for stopping by. Go ahead and subscribe, baby. I don't know who the hell you is, man. But whatever. If there's 2 people that have had the ultimate self-talk that I've seen, and I was like, wow, that's admirable, is Jordy and Anthony, the 2 people in here. Fantastic self-talk, dude. Fantastic self-talk. Just they're on top of the world. They're dominating their world. And even if they're actually not doing it, they say they're doing it, so it becomes a manifestation eventually. So it's killer. It's a killer mindset. It's literally undefeated. It's undefeated. And Ethan, I appreciate you, man. Come on, like I said, you gotta check out the other one. If there's one I want you to watch, it's go back to the first one I had by myself. I should be the second or third podcast in, right? That one's asking you hard questions for yourself. That one is, I would say, next to this one's probably be one of my favorites, besides the ones that I have for myself, right? I feel on top of the world, my world, exactly what I'm saying. Like I said, if you can observe 2 people, man, I'm telling you, those 2 people right there change your whole life with just the self-talk, man, just the self-talk. And it's honestly contagious. If you have a few people around you like that have that self-talk, it's so contagious to be like, I want to be like that. I'm gonna start treating myself like that. It's contagious. It's a contagious feeling. That's all I can say. Appreciate you for stopping by and leaving comments, though. Appreciate it. Yeah, but kind of going back to the self-talk, right? I'm gonna make a video of it. My Evolve to Inspire YouTube channel. I made my first video today, actually, so that was pretty awesome. Finally got it filmed. But that's gonna be one of the first 10 videos that I make because I see so much value within that. It's so crucial, and every single person that I've seen have success in the world through my observations, a lot of it goes back to self-talk. They're definitely not people that defeat themselves with their own words. Like I said, the world's already going against you. The last person you want to go against you is you. And if you're going against you, man, let me get you that real quick, man, because that's crazy as hell, man. It's interesting that I created that mindset for you because when we were kids, you helped me start/develop that mindset, and it's a part of the same story that I mentioned earlier. Exactly. That's why mine and Anthony's friendship has always been mutually beneficial from the jump. From the jump. Exactly what I'm saying. Telling you, my man. Telling you. Yeah. That man, Anthony had fucking. Anthony's the only person in the entire world to have fucking confidence after a loss. This man could lose, man, he still won. It's fucking insane. How? It's crazy, man. It's crazy, man. Man, like I said, I have one of the other ones I talked about. I think one of the ones I did by myself, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, the one I did with Anthony, the 10 heroic traits. Anthony was my last one. Just talk your shit always. Doesn't matter. You win, lose, doesn't matter. Talk your shit always. Cause like I said, hey, just talk that shit, man. Oh, okay, so yeah, if you're in here right now, go ahead and say what's good. Say what's good for sure. I appreciate these longer comments because they're definitely a lot more quality and definitely adds to the value of this. So I appreciate y'all. All right, so let me get into another thing that I wanted to hop on about. So let me find it real quick. All right. Got it right here. So when it comes also to self-awareness, you got to be aware of your time. Being a more structured person and being time conscious is so key when it comes to. It's so key when it comes to just being a overall more developed person, because if you have your time structured in a way where you have to-do lists, you have deadlines, let's just say you even wake up earlier, you're going to be a more productive person ultimately, right? But it comes from that self-awareness that things like staying up late, things like, just kind of going out, living your day like, oh, let's just see what happens. That's not the most productive thing you can do. And it's not going to benefit you in the long term. Because like I said, I know people to this day that don't have structure within their day, and they're older and they're existing. They're damn near just existing instead of, trying to be intentional with the way you live, which I feel like everyone should be very intentional with the way you live, for sure. So that's one of them, being time conscious. Another thing with being self-aware is not chasing motivation, because motivation only lasts so long. It's chasing your internal own drive, your own passions for things. That's ultimately a huge thing. Time management is one of the most valuable skills that someone can learn. Exactly. You're right on that. I already went over that, but you're exactly right on that. It's so key. Like I said, everybody has 24 hours in a day, right? But how you use those 24 hours, everyone uses them differently, right? And you got, like, for example, Elon Musk got the same 24 hours I got, right? But that man's doing the craziest shit I've ever seen in my entire life because his time management skills are so... His dedication to his craft is obviously... There's nobody like him, but on top of that, his time management is so crucial to him. And it's such a part of his character. It's a part of the structure that he built his empire on. That was, without it, like, who the hell would he even be, right? But going back to what I was saying, stop chasing motivation, and with self-awareness comes self-discipline. And the more self-discipline you can have, let's just say, for example, whether this, I like to use the example of going to the gym, right? If you're motivated to go to the gym, cool. But if you're self-disciplined to go to the gym, which one would you rather be? I'd rather be self-disciplined to go to the gym, because like I said, let's just say you go 5 times a week, right? If you're just motivated, some days you're not gonna be motivated, right? Okay, you maybe you only do 3 days this week, right? But if you're self-disciplined, you're going 5 days this week because that's what you already said. You already said you're going 5 days this week. So the self-discipline is going to hold you accountable to say, okay, well, right now I don't feel like really working out, but I'm still going to the gym. I'm still getting the work. I'm still putting in the work because you already have that foundation that's built. And that, like I said, obviously being self-aware, you need that structure, you need that foundation, 100%. So there's that. Let's see if y'all have anything to say about the motivation versus self-discipline. Those are two different things right there. For sure, because obviously if you have self-discipline, it's obviously going to lead to more consistency. Because ultimately, what you're looking for is consistency as well. So yeah, there's that. I got one more thing to say regarding self-awareness. So if y'all in here right now, leave a comment. If you like any of the things he's saying, if you like any of the things I'm saying, go ahead and leave a comment for sure. Celtics beat the Pistons 114 to 103. That boy Jason Tatum been going stupid. Oh my god. Celtics being slept on right now. Slowly become one of the funnest teams to watch in the league. But we're not talking basketball right now. But for the time being, right, as we wait for people to comment, I'm gonna go ahead and check the Suns game quick because let's see. I'm pretty sure they're gonna win. They're losing. Wow. I'm not really scared though. 51-48. There's only 1 minute 34 seconds in the first half. Sure, they'll actually probably take a lead. See what she said. I've never thought about it like that. I feel like I personally have an equal balance of both motivation and self-discipline, if that makes sense. Yeah, I would say that makes sense for sure. That's pretty fair. You definitely want to be excited to go to the gym. You definitely don't want to not be excited about going to the gym. You definitely don't want to be not motivated to go to the gym, but you need that balance. You need that healthy balance where on the days you want to go to the gym, you really want to go to the gym because you really want to make that improvement. But on the days you don't want to go to the gym and you have less motivation, you're still going to the gym because ultimately it's going to reap the best benefit long term. And you're thinking about the long term, and you're not thinking about the short term. You're thinking about in 2 years from now, what the hell what's my body gonna look like if I take those days off? Whether I take those days off because I'm not disciplined, or if I make sure I work out those days, what is my body gonna look like? Is there gonna be a difference? And for sure, there's gonna be a difference, for damn sure. Which I think works for me because if I don't have motivation or time to go into the gym, I will make sure I work out at home. Exactly. A lot of people don't have that so much that self-discipline because a lot of people don't like. A lot of people don't like working out at home. And honestly, me personally, I wouldn't recommend working out at home because that's a place of comfort. For me personally, I like to have that disciplined place where I go to work and I put in the work, and there's a place where I'm I'm in comfort and I'm just chilling, right? I'm not trying to mix those two when it comes to working out because I'm not going to be able to get as quality of a workout as I would if I was at the gym. I'm not going to push myself at home as hard as I would if I were at the gym. That's just me in my opinion. And for me, either you don't work out or you put in all the work. That's the way my mind works. God damn, Suns, they were losing by 4 at the half. Tragic. But yeah, that's just how mine works personally. When you're self-disciplined to do something positive for yourself, you feel like you slacking when you're not doing it. I know because I remember when we went to the gym 5 or 6 days a week in a row, or 5 to 6 days in a row, and we decided to take a break. I'm going to go ahead and finish the sentence for you. Decided to take a break. You felt like you were slacking. Exactly. I know for goddamn sure. Exactly. And it's honestly, it's a double-edged sword, honestly, because like, man, it's fucking, that when you're on self-improvement like that, man, you feel like you're slacking, but like I said, you're doing better than fucking probably 98% of people that exist. So that's always been my mindset. But like I said, I'm my biggest critic. I've said it before on this podcast before. I'm my biggest critic, and if I'm not doing it, I could be doing better than a lot of people on this earth, right? But if I'm not doing what I know I should be doing, I feel a little bit guilty. I feel a little bit. I don't know. I wouldn't say exactly negative emotion, but it's kind of the most negative emotions that I feel is not doing what I know I should be doing. Rest of the day after, I feel like I was slacking because I didn't work out. Self-discipline pushes you harder than self-motivation ever does. Facts. You're exactly right. For damn sure. I appreciate y'all for being in here. I know we ain't got that many viewers in here like we usually do, but I appreciate y'all for staying. Like I said, it's definitely nice to see the people that my biggest supporters, hold it down for the one time. All right, it's 8 o'clock. We'll give it about 15 more minutes, and then we'll go ahead and wrap it up. But like I said, I appreciate y'all. Definitely had some great conversations going, and definitely nice for sure. I definitely needed this on my last podcast I did by myself, but I know, it's okay. I'm only hurt a little bit. Come on, y'all, we all holding it down this time, man. Man, I was hurting without y'all last time. I'll say it for goddamn sure. That shit doesn't usually happen to me, but it is what it is. Yeah. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna bring up another topic right now. Give me 1 second. So we're gonna get into this as well, right? With self-awareness, I've talked about this. I'm pretty sure I talked about this in previous podcasts, but I'm gonna mention it, right? Self-awareness. How I view self-awareness is this right here. So, like I said, that's in the other podcast, but establishing your boundaries and establishing what you want out of interactions is so key, because to be self-aware, you gotta observe yourself in situations like that, and go ahead and, like at least for me, right, I write down all this shit, right. If I want an interaction to be a certain way, I'm gonna write down exactly how I want it to be, right. Whether that's with an intimate partner, or whether that's with a person in my life, like a friend or like a coworker, whatever it is, right? There's that, and with also being self-aware, you have your foundation of values and morals that you live your life off of. That's also being self-aware, instead of just things happen, shit hits the fan, and you're just like, oh, what really went wrong? Let me go ahead and think about this. What really went wrong? Instead of knowing, oh yeah, well, he or she stepped on my boundary, and I didn't like that. Of course, every single time that happens, I'm always going to be frustrated. Instead of just being naive, I feel like with being less self-aware, you're automatically a naive. I feel like that kind of goes hand in hand with that. And I feel like Anthony talking about you watching yourself damn near on a movie theater I feel like there's some naivety behind that as well. So yeah, for sure. So yeah, there's that right there. So definitely gotta have your own values. You gotta have your values. You gotta have your boundaries, and you gotta have your morals very, very thoroughly established. So you know what to expect out of an interaction, and you're not getting anything less than what you deserve. That's ultimately self-awareness as well. All right. I don't know if you hear these dogs, man. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. All right. Yeah, let me see real quick. Another thing with self-awareness that I didn't mention, which I should have mentioned earlier, is finding purpose within life. Like I said, I can make an entire podcast regarding this, but for the most part, it's finding purpose within your own life. You have to be self-aware to really take the time to really know what's going to bring you purpose, like what's going to bring you meaning and fulfillment, along with what purpose is in line with both of those things, right? So not being self-aware in that, them dogs wilding. I'm telling you them fucking dogs wilding. I ain't about to, man, they going outside every time, man. I'm about to be leaving right now. Hold up, man. I'm about to, next podcast, I'm putting him in the back, man. That shit is crazy. We're not having that again for damn sure. But going back to what I was saying, the purpose. Like I said, you're self-aware when you know what you're doing and what's benefits gonna be reaped from it. That's ultimately what it comes down to. And like I said, if you're in here right now, go ahead and leave a comment. Like I said, I appreciate y'all for holding it down with the chat. Always holding it down. Oh, I would say always holding it down. But when you're in here, you always hold it down. That's for damn sure. All right. Also, what y'all getting into tonight? What y'all getting into? I'm about to just relax. Film the video and film the podcast today. Man, that day, I ain't gonna lie to you. See, here's the thing. Here's how it works, right? Here's how it works, right? I filmed a video and a podcast today, right? And I still feel like I could do more. And that's the fucked up part about self-development. Is I pursued 2 of the things, and I pretty much did a maximum amount of work that I can do in the endeavor that isn't work. And that honestly brings me fulfillment. But at the end of the day, I'm always trying to hold it down for sure, Jody. I appreciate that. But man, I need to get the focus. My shit look extra white. But getting back to what I was saying, right? Man, I forgot, man. God damn it, man. Man, yeah, terrible for that. Yeah, but them dab dogs, they going back in the backyard, man. Check it out, man. Anthony, where you at, man? Anthony, where you at? You haven't commented in a minute, man. You better be cooking up a damn good comment if you ain't commenting like that, man. Come on, now. All right, for sure. Oh, so going back to what I was saying, right? So, film the video, film the podcast, things that bring me the most fulfillment. I did those things, and I still don't feel as satisfied. I didn't go to the gym today. Learned how to snowboard today. I seen that. I seen that the other day. Congratulations. I learned how to snowboard last year. Actually, yeah, it was last year in January. Boom. I only went one time, though. Damn near broke my damn elbow. But if you watch my first video, you will see that actually me snowboarding spawned the idea of this podcast and of my YouTube channel that I will be posting on very, very soon, which is the main project. This podcast is not even the main project, right? But I was actually snowboarding with my stepdad and his friends. That's literally a part in the fucking video that I made today. I'm gonna give you a little bit insider scoop on that. Yeah, that's gonna be in there. So it's funny that you snowboarded today because I just made a video about me snowboarding, kind of. I stay holding it down too. My back don't even hurt from carrying all these motherfuckers. Exactly, Anthony, exactly. Hey, they don't, but it's all good though. It's all good. Like I said, hey, we appreciate it. We appreciate it out here. Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up in about 8 minutes. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. And if y'all slacking today, man, y'all slacking, man. Simple as that, right? Hey, where y'all watching? You watching on your phone? You watching on TV? What's good with it? How y'all seeing me right now? That's the real thing. Because if I was watching me, I'd be watching me on my iMac for damn sure. I was watching a podcast earlier. I was watching the Fresh and Fit podcast with MJ Get Right. Yes, for damn sure. No, it is for sure. My Evolve to Inspire is. Boy, look at that shit right there. Boom. Yes, those are my main projects, dude. That's my main project. This right here, this is just something on the side, right? Obviously, you know what? Come on now. It's clean, though. That shit's clean, though, right? That shit's clean, bro. But it's still phone, but usually TV. Exactly, that's dope. But yeah, this is my side project, and you know I can't you know I love doing the podcast because like I said it's a little bit more interactive, kind of brings out my personality a little bit more. But when it comes down to impact, which is ultimately what I'm focused on, is just you know making those impact that I can with my short lifespan. It's gonna be through that YouTube channel, in my opinion. And if you're trying to get better in life, you're gonna be watching that. You're gonna be watching both. You're gonna be watching damn both. Let's be for real here, right? You're gonna be watching both, but you're gonna be watching that that Evolve to Inspire for sure. I always watch my phone, but my internet been tweaking. That's crazy, Anthony. Come on now. Goddamn McDonald's Wi-Fi having ass boy. Come on now, Anthony. But yeah, I'm surprised my sister's not in here either, because she always holding it down too. So I don't know what the fuck she's doing, but whatever, man. It's okay. I'm only here a little bit. That shit is clean. Now you gotta get some Evolve to Inspire shit. Facts, so them shits are gonna go hard. I'll tell you, I'm gonna try to hit up my boy, and then I don't know. I'm probably gonna have 3. I want 3 mediums, 3 larges, 3 smalls, I think I want to do of these ones and the other ones that I had. I don't know if I think I were at my last podcast I did. I'm gonna get 9. I'm gonna get no, that's more than that. 18. I'm gonna get 18 of those. I'm gonna give those out or sell them, whatever you want, right? Whatever. And then I want to try to get the once I make, I think my 5th video I want to have an Evolve to Inspire t-shirt, because that shit right there, that is the main project. Like I said, this shit is gonna be dope. This podcast is gonna be lit too, but main project is gonna be the YouTube channel, because that one's gonna be the most, because I have to edit the videos and stuff like that. I'm not really editing anything on here. It's pretty much anything that's said on here is gonna stay on here for the most part, unless I would either delete the video or I'm gonna keep the video up. So for the most part, I'm keeping the video up. So. With that being said, Evolve to Inspire is the one that I'm going to take the most time to go. I'm going to spend the most time there. So, I'm probably going to spend an hour and a half on this. Maybe, we'll say like 2 hours. 2 hours weekly on the podcast. I'm probably going to spend like 10 hours at least on the Evolve to Inspire, whether that's coming up with ideas, whether that's filming, whether that's editing the video. That's going to be the main project. I'm going to need one of those two for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and make an order. I don't know how much it's gonna be, but I'm gonna buy it because I feel like the shit's dope. I already had the boy Jalen asking me for a t-shirt too, and then I got I think D said that he wanted one too. Gotta get Adrian one too for sure. He would love these shirts. I swear he would love these shirts. I gotta get him one. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to it though. And another thing about these shirts too, they fit great, man. They fit great. Like I'm not even like hyping this shit up because it has Life of a Champ podcast on it. Shit actually fits good. Like I got you. Hold on. All right. It fits good. It fits fucking good, dude. There's no way you can tell me it doesn't fit good now. All right. Damn. God damn. Shit fits good. The shit fits good, bro. I'm telling you. So like, it's not like I'm capping, right? It literally fits good. All right. Hope y'all been doing well though. I haven't seen either of you guys in a minute. Jordy and Anthony. Hope y'all doing good. All right. The camera quality, I edited a little bit, so hopefully it looks better than it usually does. I mean, it might not. It might look the exact same. Probably will look the exact same, but for whatever reason, on my iMac, it looks a little bit better. Hopefully it's more cleaner. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here in 2 minutes. So if you have any last comments that you would like to go ahead and comment, let me know, and we'll go ahead and wrap it up from there. Fucking Jordy. God damn it. God damn it. You wear a triple XL, haha. I'm not gonna make one. I'm not gonna make one that fucking big. That shit's ridiculous. I might have to buy one just for your ass, just for that. Cause that shit's ridiculous. Hey, I don't have motherfuckers that big that be wearing my shit. So I don't even know any motherfuckers that close to me that would wear a triple XL. Keep it one rack with you. I really don't. No, the biggest maybe an XL. Like I said, triple XL. Who the fuck? I don't have anybody in my life. You know, I'm not to say anything down bad about those people, but I don't have anybody I know that wears that big of a damn shirt, except you. That's it. But I'll see if I can get one made. Any ideas about what the next podcast gonna be about? Your guess is as good as mine, because I will figure it out when I figure it out. I'd have to think about it. I think I have a few ideas written down actually. Let's see. It honestly just depends on who I have on the podcast. I might have some coworkers. I might just have somebody that I already had on. I'm not too sure yet. But let me see if I got anything. Yeah, really, I would say it just depends on who I'm gonna have. I want to start doing a podcast where I have somebody. I like these individual podcasts when the comments are good and when I have a lot of material. Those are going to be one of my favorite podcasts. Those are going to be my favorite podcasts for sure. But other than that, just to wrap it up with everybody, if you watch to this end part, I appreciate you guys. Definitely hella support from y'all. And, man, I can't really thank y'all enough for sure. Comments came in clutch for show. But to wrap it up, if I have one lesson for you guys, just going back to self-awareness, make sure your weaknesses are temporary. That's how I'm going to end it off. Make sure they're temporary because you do not want something hindering you for a long period of time, especially when you know what it is. You just got to figure out how to make it a strength. Simple as that. I'm going to get you another mic so I can hop in with someone else. Anthony, hey, don't do that. Don't do that shit. I'll go. Anthony, if you want, which you don't have to do this at all, but I'd go half for that. But like, here's the thing, man. You already gave me this mic, man. So like, you don't need to do shit for me ever again, Mike. So you don't. But if you want to go half on another mic, I'll go half on another mic. That shit would help me out. And like I said, I'd for sure have two people. I think it would be. I think it's easier to get two people on than it is to get one person on, honestly. But that's just my opinion. But other than that, like I said, make sure your weaknesses are turned into strengths, and that's what we're doing all 2022. Making sure we have insufficiency, we're going ahead and correcting it. But other than that, my man, appreciate everybody that tuned in. I hope you have a good rest of your night, and stay tuned for the next podcast. It's going to be Friday, live at 7 o'clock like always.